there, welcome back. So in every cognitive process, there are these instantaneous and subconscious processes at work. And the exact nature of the subconscious mind on cognitive function has been the topic of debate for a really long time. However, that the subconscious plays a role in cognition is undeniable. But what we now know is that we can influence what happens in the subconscious without even realizing it. And a really great example of this is called priming. And priming is an unconscious process where exposure to one stimulus influences the reaction to a subsequent one. And without conscious awareness, the brain makes representations or associations that shape our thoughts and actions. The power of priming is not new. In fact, it was introduced in 1957 by Vance Packard in his book called The Hidden Persuaders. And since that time, we have accumulated a wealth of research that illuminates how our brain functions, but also how unconscious processes such as priming influence our thoughts, our behaviors, and our emotions. In one study, researchers asked people walking through a mall if they would stop and answer a few survey questions. In the first test, only 29% of those asked actually took the survey. In the second test, they approached people with a question first, and that question was, do you consider yourself to be a helpful person? And almost everyone said, yes, I consider myself to be a helpful person. And then they asked them to take the survey. Participation in the survey jumped to 77%. That simple question primed people to demonstrate just how helpful they are. In another study, subjects were asked to complete word puzzles. One group was given word searches with words associated with kindness and patience, while the second group received word searches with words related to impolite behavior. After they finished the puzzles, the researchers then asked the subjects to speak with the lab assistant who was pretending to keep them waiting by being on the phone. And the group that did the word puzzles, including the rude words, were, guess what, more irritated with the lab assistant than those who were exposed to the words related to kindness and patience. Not only were they more irritated, but they demonstrated that irritation directly to the lab assistant. Merely seeing those certain words influenced not only their thoughts, but their behavior. The brain is just wired for priming. It isn't something that we learn, but it does open up a wealth of possibilities for future research, including how subtle changes to our environment can positively prime anyone and promote pro-social behavior or negative behavior. It can be a tool or a weapon, and we need to tread lightly on the thin line between positive priming and potential manipulation of ourselves and others. Want to learn more about how the brain works and how to make it work better? Check out my book, Happier Hour with Einstein, and the full-color companion gratitude journal, available now on Amazon.